Hello, and welcome back to another Panther Aerospace video. On April 3rd, Panther Aerospace completed the third out of 4 demo launch events, New Horizons. 13 launches were conducted, with 3 hard landings, resulting in fins being chipped off of Comanche 3, Black Brant 3, and Supernova. The first rocket launch was bullpup with a failed parachute deployment. Minor damage was discovered after the event. Both Black Brants were then set up on Pad A and Pad B, Pad A being the old Saturn V pad with Black Brant 2, and Black Brant 3 on the smaller Pad B. A few launches into the event, Black Brant 2 was launched on a C-11-3, soaring to 600 feet in altitude, then descending towards a successful catch attempt. Patriot was also caught that day, and the Falcon 9 was a partial catch. Alpha Squadron, the squadron which is comprised of all the Arcturuses, performed flawlessly from launch to landing. The Black Brants, Epsilon Squadron, were cleared for flight at Launchapalooza 2. 25 of the 40 demo launches were completed in a month. The first 3 events were Dawn of a New Era on March 11th with 3 launches, Still Testing on March 25th with 9 launches, and New Horizons on April 3rd with 13 launches. This rapid progress is unheard of prior to 2022. Another 15 launches have been done at the 4th event, Launcher de Mayo. Most launches were successful, but 2 rockets, Falcon 9 and Space Force, crashed and are severely damaged. Falcon 9 lost its shock cord, gliding in at high speeds, losing a fin in the process. Space Force landed on its cone, and the body tube buckled near the fin can. Falcon 9 needs a new fin and shock cord, while Space Force will get a new tube and a second remodel. This will be the 3rd version of Space Force, with the new tube being the same, and same life and color as the previous 2 models, but with different decorations. 2 other rockets, Comanche 3 and Navy Arcturus, suffered minor damage, but this will be fixed by trimming roughly half an inch off the upper bodies of both rockets. Despite these failures, many successful launches happened at Launcher de Mayo. For example, Outlaw, which previously lost its own nose cone, was modified and later passed testing at Launcher de Mayo. Also, the 200th mission was completed with Greenzilla, launching flawlessly into the skies, finishing the 200th flight since the beginning of Panther Aerospace. With all the demo launches now complete, the next launch will officially be Launchapalooza 2. But there's still work to be done, and we have to wait until June 4th for the biggest event in Panther Aerospace's history to begin. As of the time of recording, the things which need to be worked on before Launchapalooza 2 are the construction of the boosters for Comanche 3 and Supernova, repairs on Falcon 9, the Saturns, and construction of the brand new Space Force Arcturus. Space Force Arcturus will be a larger look-alike to the original Space Force, intended to be a replacement. It will debut at Launchapalooza 2 and does not need prior flight testing. On May 28th, about a week before Launchapalooza 2, Panther Aerospace will begin propellant loading of the entire fleet of 22 rockets, readying them for flight. Recovery wadding will also be loaded the same day. The day before Launchapalooza 2, parachute loading will be conducted, which is the final step in preparing all rockets for flight. After all that is complete, on the morning of June 4th, final preparations will be completed. A pre-launch picture will be captured, and Panther Aerospace will drive to the launch site with the transporter cart in tow, and Launchapalooza 2 will begin. And now we will present 2 new videos for the big event. Until Launchapalooza 2, this is your pre-flight update.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6, commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2, check ignition, and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way, and the stars look very different today.